What's up, guys? William James here with another video, and today's video I want to talk to you about my daily action plan. This is actually what I do every single day to get sales from free social media traffic. So if you are struggling to figure out what you should actually be doing every single day to make social media work for you and free traffic work for you to get affiliate sales or sales in any type of business that you're in, whether you're a coach, consultant, network marketer, whatever the case may be, then definitely pay attention to this video. So if you're new to the channel, again, my name is William James. I do videos for coaches, consultants, network marketers, affiliate marketers, people who are looking to start and grow home-based businesses. I specialize in free Facebook traffic generation, and I have a group where I teach all of my awesome tips and tricks about how to crush it with free traffic on Facebook. So if you're not a member of the group, there'll be a link below this video where you can join the group. And of course, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to the channel. So, okay guys, so here we are, and I want to do this video about my daily action plan. I think this is a really important video because so many people, myself included, when I first started out, basically the path that they go on is they decide they're going to do some type of online marketing. Typically, it's an affiliate offer when they're starting out. And they sign up for their affiliate program or whatever, and they've got their link, and then they're like, okay, how do I get eyeballs on my link? Which is really not the right way to look at it at all. But so then they're like, okay, well, there's free traffic and there's paid traffic. Well, I don't have any money, so I'm going to do free traffic. And then what do I do? And so then they kind of just spin their wheels and they do nothing. Or they do a bunch of stuff that doesn't work, right? Like posting their link on their wall, posting their link in, Facebook groups, whatever. Trying to spend forever, hours and hours, just messaging people, not knowing how to transition from, chit-chatting about their kids to actually getting them interested in their business. And a lot of people are just afraid to communicate. So, and a lot of the reason for that is I just don't have an action plan. So with me, I do exactly the same thing every day. And I do these things because they work, right? I don't do anything on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere that doesn't work. I don't waste my time like trying out strategies that don't get results. Every single thing that I do each day gets me a result of some kind. So, and that's really the key to staying consistent, by the way, is like people find it very difficult to be consistent and they end up doing nothing because they're not doing something that's getting a result. Whereas if you know that you can do, these 5 things every day or whatever it is, or 8 things every day, and each thing gets a result and you can actually see that it worked, then it's going to be a lot easier to be consistent. So I just made a list of the things that I do every day, and I'm just going to quickly go through them with you guys so that you can see them. And if this makes sense to you, you can start doing this in your own business. So over here, I have this list, and this is my daily action plan. So there's 8 items on this. 6 of them are on Facebook, and 2 of them are not on Facebook. So and there are more things on this list, by the way. There are more things that I do every day, but they're a little bit more advanced because they have to do with growing my Facebook group. And there's actually a number of things that go into how I grow my Facebook group. I'll be creating a whole course on that, actually, on growing and monetizing Facebook groups. It's a more advanced strategy. But before I had my Facebook group, I was just doing this with my personal profile, and I was making a full-time living just with my personal profile. So you can absolutely do that, and this is what I was doing, and I still do this every single day. So the first thing is I engage for 1 hour on my friends' content. Sometimes I'll do 2 hours, right? So I'll spend an hour just going through my feed and hitting the love heart and making a quick comment, right? I'm just scrolling through, saying good morning. Often I'll do this in the morning time so I can just say good morning to people, awesome post, hey, hope you have a great day, stuff like that, right? Just to tell the Facebook algorithm, hey, I know this person, we're connected, show my stuff to this person. Because what happens is Facebook will show your content to people that you have engaged on their content, right? So then I do this right before I make my post. So then I make a valuable post. Now I only do this about once or twice a week now, but back, when I was more focusing on my personal profile instead of on my group, I would make a post every day. Yeah. And the key here is to create actually valuable posts. And when I say valuable, really I mean a few things. You want your content to um, either teach people something or tell a story that's captivating that lets people get to know you. Um, Basically, those are the those are the two things that you want to be doing. What you don't want is to post uh, sort of generic, lame content every single day um, that doesn't communicate anything about you and what you have to offer, right? So the point of posting content on your Facebook is to impress your audience in some way, right? To impress them with how knowledgeable you are, how smart you are, how much you can help them, what a wonderful person you are, right? In some, I know this sounds kind of like conceited, and this it's not about bragging. It's just that there's no point in putting out content if it's not designed to make an impression on your audience, right? We want you got to be always thinking like, what are my friends who are seeing this, what are they going to think about this, and what are they going to think about me? Most people out there that I see on Facebook are posting stuff that doesn't tell me anything about them. They're posting inspirational quotes only, and there's nothing wrong with inspirational quotes, but they're posting nothing but inspirational quotes, or nothing but good morning posts, or they're posting links to articles about something that has nothing to do with them, like news stories or something. And that's pretty much what they're posting. So you go on their wall and you look at it, and it's like it doesn't tell me anything about this person and what they have to offer, and who they are and why I should be interested in following them. Whereas I try to create content where if somebody comes to my wall, they're going to go, oh, this guy really knows what he's talking about. He seems smart. He knows, like, seems like he's somebody who could help me. This is somebody that I'm interested in actually reading this content and following this person, right? That's the goal. So that's what I mean by a valuable post. If you have any kind of specialized knowledge that other people want, write about it. If you have, an inspirational story of something that happened to you and how you overcame some obstacle, write about it so that people can get to know you, right? The purpose of our content is twofold: to uh, to allow people to get value from us and see us as somebody who knows what they're doing, and also to just allow people to get to know us a little bit, right? This is a personal relationship business model here, and the way that you form relationships with people is actually through your content, right? You don't want to be spending hours and hours and hours like talking to every single friend of yours on Facebook to form a relationship with them. Your content actually does that for you, because they can spend a little bit of time reading it and feel like they know you a little bit because you have communicated something in an authentic way. It's very important that you be authentic here, and that it's not that your wall isn't just a bunch of sales pitches, or you know kind of you put on like a fake persona or something, right? You want it to be yourself. You want to be talking as yourself. So I do this only about once or twice a week now, because I have a lot of content on my wall already, and so people can see that when they come to my profile. And I'm more interested in growing my group. But if you're more in the profile stage, focus on creating great content on your profile. So then the third thing is I add about 25 friends from relevant groups and pages. And I'm going to go over to different groups that have to do with what I'm interested in. So I'm an affiliate marketer, so I like to go over to groups or pages that are where my target market hangs out. And my target market is people who are struggling affiliate marketers or network marketers or entrepreneurs or something like that. And so I'm going to go to a place like the ClickFunnels group and look at people who are posting in there, and I'm going to message them maybe and add them as a friend, right? I'm going to do that in a number of different groups. I might go into ClickFunnels, I might go into Legendary Marketer, I might take a look at the MLSP, or one of the network marketing groups like GoPro with Eric Worre. I might look at What other groups do I like? There's one called Millionaire Mindset Entrepreneurs Club, things like just groups where people who are home business type of people are hanging out, right? And I'm just going to go in there and see who's posting and see who's engaging, and I'm going to go in and I'm just going to add some people, right? That's easy. And then I'm going to go into my friends list. I'm going to delete some people. Okay, so I'm going to just go in and delete about 25 people. And all I'm doing is I'm just going into I'm clicking on my friends list. I like to go into mobile mode because it's a little bit easier. And I'm just opening up people who I don't recognize. I'm just going to scroll down through my list, open up people I don't recognize. And if I don't want to be friends with them anymore for whatever reason, either they haven't posted in a long time or it looks like they're, involved in some other industry or something, or I just don't like something about their profile or whatever, I'll just unfriend them. Okay? It's important to do that so that you're, making room for new friends. And then I'm going to just go ahead and message all of my new friends. So I'm going to go into my friends list. I'm going to hit the recent tab, recently added friends. And if there's anybody that I've recently become friends with in the last day or two that I haven't yet spoken to, I'm going to send them a message and introduce myself and basically ask them to tell me a little bit about themselves. And that's just, the purpose of that is just to get people into communication with me, because once they're in communication with me, I can figure out if they're, somebody who might be interested in whatever it is that I'm doing, whether I'm going to invite them to my group, or I'm going to see if they might be interested in an affiliate offer that I have, or whatever the case may be, right? So the first step is that I have to get them to talk to me. So I'm just going to, send out a message that's designed to get them to open up and communicate with me. So once I've messaged my new friends, it's time for me to start trying to see what I can do to make some money, to make a sale. And typically what I will do is I'm going to look at people who are engaging on my content, whether it's on my wall, on my profile, or whether it's content in my group. And, these are the people who I know sort of know me, right? These are people who have seen my content and they know who I am. So as far as I'm concerned, those are the people that it's going to be easiest to see if they're open to, an offer that I might have. So I'm going to message some people. I'm going to go through. I'm going to see who here seems like they're interested in me and what I'm doing. So if somebody's written a nice comment on something that I posted, maybe I'll send them a message and I'll just ask how they're doing and, ask them about their business. And I'm just trying to get them to communicate with me. And if they write back and they're open to communicating, if they write me a nice message and they give me some information instead of just going, thanks, man, or giving me a thumbs up or something, which sometimes happens. But if they write back and they're willing to communicate, then I can have a conversation with them and I can start finding out what their needs are, right? I do this with a few people a day. Honestly, I could do this a lot more than I do. I'm not super aggressive with this, but it's a good thing to do, to just connect with some people who are liking your stuff and try to find out if they have a need for something that you can help them with, because that's how you make sales. It's pretty simple. I'm just looking for whether they're going to be able to open up to me and let me know if they have a need, if they have a problem that an offer that I might have can solve. And if they do, then I'll ask them if they want to watch a video about it to help them solve that problem. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a little bit more that goes into the details of that's specific to whatever offer that I'm using, and I do have a sort of series of questions. It's not really a script, but there's a series of questions that I like to ask people if I think they might be a good fit for something I'm doing. So I'm going to do that. So up until this point, I've maybe spent an hour and a half, 2 hours on Facebook. Yeah, if I've been doing my engaging for an hour, right? And then, and just as a side note, guys, again, I don't do the first two things here every day anymore. I used to do them every day, but a lot of the time I don't do those things. So really, a lot of the time I'm just adding friends, deleting friends, and messaging people. And then, the next thing is like I'm doing right now, is I might make a YouTube video about something, and that might take me 15, 20 minutes. And I'm just going to email it out to my list. So, over time, I'm building a list of people, an email list. These are people often from my group or people who have opted in to look at a particular offer or whatever. But there's some people on my email list, and so I'm going to send them a YouTube video. And that's, you don't have to do that. It's just something that I do because it helps people get more value from me and get to know me more. And that's what this is all about. So in case you haven't noticed here, this whole strategy is really just about bringing people into your world, connecting with them, and allowing them to get to know you and to get value from you and to get to know, like, and trust you, right? It's all about building up a group of people who know, like, and trust you, and then just finding out whether they have a particular problem that your offer might be able to help them with. The strategy is very, very, very simple in that regard. Okay, so that's pretty much what I do, guys. That's pretty much my entire daily method of operation. And again, there are some other things that I do every day that have to do with building my group, monetizing my group, but that's kind of a more advanced topic, and I'm going to create a whole course about that. So there's a lot to say about that. But for now, this is, that's pretty much what I do. And guys, I didn't invent any of this stuff. I know a lot of the top affiliate marketers who are out there on Facebook, and I'm in their groups and I watch their training, and guys, they're all doing the same thing. Like, this is what works. This is like, this is the easy, simple stuff that you do every single day that gets results. And the only reason people are not getting results with this is because somewhere along the line, they're not doing it. Either they're flaking out and they're just only logging onto Facebook every 5 days or something, or they're they're not messaging enough people, or their content's crappy, or like one of those components there is missing. And that's why you're not getting results. If you're not getting results, because anybody who does this, who does what I just told you, and provided that they have a decent offer that actually helps people, they're making money, right? So hope that makes sense, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment to let me know what you thought of the video. Please consider subscribing if you got value from it. And also, if you think this is a great video and you'd like your team or whatever to take a look at it, feel free to share it with whoever you think might benefit from watching it, guys. Okay. Also, of course, if you're not in the group already, there'll be a link below this video where you can join my free Facebook group to learn all the ins and outs of my Facebook strategy. But this is that's kind of the whole thing in a nutshell. There are a little bit more detailed components to it, as you will see in the group, but that's pretty much the gist of what I do every day. So hope you like that, guys, and let me know if you have any questions on Facebook, and we'll talk soon. All right, cheers, bye.